Welcome to Spill the Soju podcast, your weekly dose of fake culture TMIs and fangirling shenanigans with your hosts Ashley, Katie, and Chelsea.
So, what's on our menu for today?
The views and opinions of this program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Kingdom podcast. The show might include strong images and language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
After 3 long years,
Welcome back, Commander.
here we are again.
Say what?
Again with the angst, the controversy, and wit that can withstand anything or anyone it's up against. Here to give you the scoop about K-pop and other crap you can think of, the prima donna of K-pop radio is back. Better, stronger, and well, he's still the rowdy asshole everyone expects him to be. Thy kingdom come! Welcome the evil stepchild of SLR the podcast, the Kingdom Podcast. And here he is, the man of the hour, the best among the rest, and your resident K-pop critic, the voice, DJ Yuki.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast. It is a Saturday night in the Philippines, the 19th of September 2020. This is Yuki. Welcome to the Kingdom Podcast, brought to you by Anchor.fm. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and on Anchor, all in one name, at the Kingdom Pod PH. This episode will be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and wherever you listen to your podcasts nowadays. And man, like, I just got off an episode, like a live episode. We gave away, or we were giving away, like, How You Like That album on that episode. I had him. His name was MC. Good guest. Awesome episode. You guys should listen to it. It's now available on Spotify when you get to hear this. And boy, I've been doing the podcasting thing for a little over 4 years now. So I did the 4-year stint, and then I stopped, and then after 3 years, I came back, pandemic blues. So, wala kang magawa dito sa bahay. Like, there's nothing to do. And people are asking me, like, why don't you do the podcast? And you know what? Good idea. When I started the podcasting, like 7 years ago, sobrang konti, if not to zero, yung gumagawa ng K-pop radio thing, the podcast thing. And I got to know, like, someone, because I guested someone, and I'll talk about it later on, but there's this other podcast. It's like, shit, it's like, putay na, at last, another podcast that I can steal ideas from. Because there's so much, like, writing shows and whatnot, it really gets draining. But not only that, like, you can get to listen to other point of views. Mostly, yung point of view lang na nakikita ko is, for me, like, yun lang talaga. So, now that there's another podcast, I'm just so glad and I'm so excited to, have them on the podcast. Like, let me contact one of their hosts. So, went on Twitter, and oh my God, she said yes. Hindi na siya natakot. So please welcome on the show one of the beautiful hosts of Spill the Soju. You can follow them on Twitter. It's at Spill the Soju, if that's correct, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Awesome.
Spill the Soju.
All right. You can follow her on Twitter as well. It's at John Kwan. Whoa!
Yes, John Con. Whoa!
Please welcome on the show. This is Katie. Katie, how you doing, love?
Hello. I'm glad to be here. Wait, hold on. You said I wasn't scared. I was actually scared. I'm like, girls, should I do this? Are we gonna go for it? They're like, let's go.
You gotta go. You gotta do this.
Mm-hmm.
So doing this for years now, to be honest, like, I've been dying to get someone to do this as well.
Really?
Dude, sabi ko nga kanina, like, writing shows and whatnot, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I need someone to steal ideas from.
Mood though.
Oh my God. You guys, I listened to your episode. Okay, let me tell you how I got to know Spill the Soju.
Okay.
I got someone to record an episode with me, a good friend, former co-host for my podcast back then. She was she is part of first class in Class B.
Oh!
Right. So
Wait, is it... Okay.
So
continue.
I listened to your episode, episode 10. And
Yes.
she was like, "Oh shit! Like, my other member just guested on another
Yeah.
podcast. Whoa, okay, that's cool." So search for
Yeah.
it, and then you guys were great. Like, shit,
Thanks.
finally! Oh my god! So
Oh my gosh, that means a lot.
yeah, it really. Like, you guys are really solid. So I got to know Spill the Soju. It was the episode with Nicole. I guessed
Yes,
it Drenna.
the latest one.
Yeah, the latest one. I guess it's Drenna, one of her members. She was
Yeah.
my co-host back then. So
I think she mentioned her too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, she
did.
so when I listened to
That
it,
small world. Small world.
exactly right. But
Yeah.
so at the time when you recorded the episode, or when you did the episode, I was recording
You
with
were
her as
also
well.
recording.
Yeah, right?
Nice,
I mean, what are the
nice.
odds? I mean, that's
Right.
awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Ate Nicole was also our first guest also in
Oh,
our
what?
podcast.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh shit! Yeah,
on our
right.
10th episode.
Yeah. You guys should really do the guesting thing more often. To be honest, like, you get
Yeah.
more followers and you get more listens when
Right.
there's another person there.
Right. You know, we're also like thinking of, you know, branching out, because right now we still have, like, we're starting like small first, like
Sure.
within our circle,
Sure.
with the people that we know first.
Yep.
Because, like, of course, there's a lot of K-pop fans, and since the three of us are K-pop fans, we have a lot of friends that are K-pop fans.
Yes, exactly.
So, like, we're trying to, like, you know, branch out slowly, inch by inch, and then suddenly Yuki, is it Yuki? It's Yuki,
Yeah,
right?
it's Yuki, yeah.
Yes, it's Yuki. I know Yuki. Contacted us. I'm like, hey, guys.
Hey fam, what's up?
Hello. Hey, new friend.
Oh my god, I'm really excited for this episode.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, for the listeners of this podcast, Katie and I, we started, you know, on the K-pop scene in the same year. That's very rare. I mean, 2009.
Yeah.
2009 was a good year for K-pop, right? But
It was
it's
the golden year, bro.
but right, golden year, fucking A. But if you think about it, wala na masyadong natitira sa atin. We're a dying breed.
True. We are, you know.
Most of us are married, have
Married.
kids, and like, oh my god, I don't.
Just, you know, focusing on their life.
Yeah, right. Focusing on their lives, like, K-pop. Well, once
Yeah.
once upon a time. But here we
That
are
was a
still.
phase. I know. Oh my gosh, I swear. My dad just, you know, I told you a while ago, my dad just
Right.
got home.
Right.
And my dad isn't that, you know, supportive of my K-pop journey. You know,
Sure.
he's been around, like, for all my life.
Yeah.
And then he saw my room, and there's more stuff. Well, 17 stuff on my room. He's like, "You're not over this yet?" I'm like, "Dad, it's not a face. It's
Yeah.
not a face.
It's kind of like me now. So
Yeah, it's a lifestyle,
yeah,
Dad."
exactly. Oh my god, the money.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, we're not even gonna talk. I don't even want to start with how much we've spent for
Oh,
K-pop.
no.
I mean,
no.
I'm pretty sure you've spent a whole lot.
Oh my god, yeah. I am exhausting my money right now. I swear, especially with this pandemic, I have nowhere to go.
Right.
All my money, it's just going on merch. Like, merch. Come to mama.
Oh my god, everything, like, walang pamasahe. You don't have to spend on, you know, gas and whatnot.
Exactly.
It's like,
And
F
since,
that.
Exactly. Like, I'm still getting, like, money from work.
Yeah,
so
right.
hello, where am I gonna
Exactly.
spend this? I was supposed to travel this year.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
happening. So what's food? What food? No, I don't need
What
food. Like, give me
might as
albums.
well- yeah, might as well just, like, go on Shopee, wait for packages every single day, you know?
Oh man, the start of the pandemic, that was me every day. There was like
Right?
2 weeks
That's me
straight.
right
I
now.
got packages every day.
Oh my god, for real,
Oh
real.
my
That's
God.
me right now. My sisters would like, "Hey, ate, there's I think there's a package for you." I'm like, "Yep,
Yep.
yeah, you're right. That's mine."
Yep, you don't have to ask. You know, just get the package. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it will rave on and on about this,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, this is an hour show, so we'll get to our first commercial break. We have a ton of
Yeah.
topics for you guys, something to think about moving forward. The topics that I wrote, oh my god, it's It's gonna talk about, of course, Spill the Soju, the history and everything, and something that you can only talk about with someone that's, around your age bracket.
Yeah.
When it comes to K-pop. So we'll talk about more of that when we come back.
Yeah.
More of KD, of Spill the Soju, and of the Kingdom Podcast. Do not go away.
Yes, sir.
Hey everyone, this is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuki.
What's up, simps? How many of you guys use Spotify as your main music or podcast player? On Spotify, you can listen to all your favorite songs or shows, this show included, and choose over a variety of artists and podcasters for your listening pleasure. So don't forget to download Spotify on your smartphones, and in the process, follow me on social media so that you'll know when the Kingdom Podcast will be on air. That's Yukmeister on Twitter and Instagram. See you there!
Hello, Radish Farm. Welcome to Mama Moo Central, where myself and a possible Moo Moo star guest talk everything Mama Moo. Want the tea? We got you. Want a song review? No problem. Want to just freak about your best girl? Go nuts. Be sure to follow my Twitter at WhatARadRadish to get the latest and greatest from yours truly, while also updates about when I upload. Well, let's get on to today's topic. See you around! You are listening to the Kingdom Podcast. All our episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and on Anchor.fm. Your weekly dose of K-pop is now back.
Thanks for sticking around. Welcome back to the podcast. You can go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. You can donate as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account to help keep the show going. So please, if you got anything like that, go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. It would really mean a lot. Still with me, Yuki, and my special guest, fellow podcaster. Friggin' A. We got Katie here. You can follow
What's
her.
up? What's up?
You can follow her on Twitter. She's really cool. It's at John Kwan. Whoa!
Hey, you got it right.
And her podcast, which is super cool as well, at Spill the Soju. I want to talk about Spill the Soju really quick. So, How did it start? Who had the idea? And thank God for her, whoever she is, that she got the idea.
Okay, so it's actually an interesting story. Kind of funny now that I think about it, because it was kind of impulsive at some point.
All right.
Because you should know this. Me, Chelsea, and Ashley, we've been friends for a while. We've been friends for 8 years.
Oh
already,
shit!
the three
All
of
right,
us.
that's long.
Yeah. We go way back high school, but me and Chelsea go way back 6th grade.
What the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So so we were schoolmates, and then we were K-pop. Actually, Chelsea was the one who got me into K-pop.
Right.
Like, she was trying to get me into Big Bang in 2008.
Right.
2008, bro.
Hell yeah.
I didn't get into K-pop until 2009 from Shiny's Ring Ding Dong. So I didn't get into Big Bang.
Right.
I got into Shiny.
Right.
But thank you, Chelsea. Chelsea, I know you'll be listening to this episode. Thank you. And then we met Ashley on our high school, I think 2nd year or 3rd year high school,
Sure.
because Ashley, the three of us were part of the dance varsity team of our high school. And then we got together, learned that we were all K-pop fans, and then the rest was history. So that's
Damn.
the history of our friendship first.
All right.
Yeah. So the story behind Spill the Soju, or the birth of
Yeah.
Spill the Soju.
Right.
It's funny because
You got drunk. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, the name was just also, we were nagbabato lang kami ng mga names.
Right.
And then Ashley was like, what if spill the tea? But since it's Korean, soju, let's spill the soju. But yeah. So what happened was, we were actually on an online catch-up date, the
Sure.
three of us.
Sure.
And we just talked about it in passing, how Chelsea and I individually wanted to start our own podcast, because we heard that podcasts are becoming a thing.
Yeah, it
you know?
is. It is a big
And
thing.
and Chelsea's been listening to like the Tableau podcast, Dive Studios.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yep,
you've heard of them.
yep.
Yeah, and I got exposed to a podcast from my coworker before, but it's a whole different topic. They're actually like talking about Disney because I worked in
Okay.
the US before. Anyways,
Yep.
and then I was like trying to tell Chelsea that I wanted to start a podcast, and she's like, "Hey, me too." But it was literally just in passing. We weren't like
Sure.
talking about it. And then after a few days, after that catch up date, Chelsea suddenly went. She suddenly tweeted like, "I want to start my own podcast. I want to start this podcast already." I'm like, I jokingly replied to her tweet. I told her, "Tara na kasi."
Yeah, right.
I told her that, and then the rest is history. Like we messaged each other, and then we dragged Ashley in because she was also, we were talking about that with her too, and
Right.
we know that she would be on board. And now we have 10 episodes on air, which is crazy. It
Yeah.
happened so fast. I swear, it happened so fast.
Yeah, we normally here in the Kingdom podcast, we normally post like 2
Mhm.
episodes per week. But then it
Mhm.
stretches out to like 3 episodes. And yeah, I
Oh,
totally
okay.
I totally get you. It like time just
Mhm.
passes. It's like
Right. Yeah.
you record 1 episode and then it becomes like 3 episodes. Like at one point I recorded like 3 episodes in a day. And
Oh my gosh,
af-
that's crazy.
after the first episode, I was like, I need to fucking rest.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean,
Especially if you're like host, if you host alone sometimes, but you have like I think Jason and Julia sometimes.
yeah,
Jason,
exactly.
is that right?
So yeah,
Yeah.
Jason's the producer, Julia's our social media manager, and
Okay, yeah.
it's the whole team.
I did my research.
Yeah, right. My girlfriend's in on it. Her name is Ali. So
I read. I
yeah.
haven't listened to an episode with her yet, but I read like the synopsis.
yeah. So, but right now there's really a co-host of mine. She lives in the U.S. That's why
Ooh, okay.
she can only
Time
join.
difference.
Yeah, she can only join
Yeah.
recorded episodes. Kasi
Gotcha.
yung live episodes, well, that's not really a thing now. The live episodes we normally do for special things, like for example, there's a giveaway which we did
Yeah.
earlier. So
Okay,
we did the live thing. Pero
Mhm.
oh man, I fell in love with recorded episodes. I
Yeah.
love this format. It's like,
Right.
There's a
Yeah, we've
short.
all our episodes so far have been recorded.
You should do a live one.
Because yeah, we were thinking of that too. Because we might start season 2. You heard
Cool.
it here first.
Yeah. Oh my
You
God,
heard
really?
it here first. Yeah,
Alright.
we will probably be starting season 2 soon. So we might like incorporate live.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, because we don't know exactly since you said you've been doing podcasts for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Kudos because wow, that's
It's tiring.
awesome. Right, that's awesome. And because because Ashley's in med school right now, Chelsea's
shit.
working, I'm also
Okay.
working, we have day jobs, so like
Mhm.
we can't really afford like the live
The live thing.
episodes
Yeah.
unless we're all free.
Right.
Because so right now still more on the recorded episodes, but yeah, as you said, really nice suggestion, the live ones.
Yeah, you should. You
Yeah.
definitely should. It's easier now.
Mhm.
Download ka lang ng OBS and then put like PNGs there and then that's it, Freaking A.
Yeah.
And I mean, just thinking about how it starts, right?
Mhm.
Because I've like what I said earlier, I've been doing this for years, and
Yeah.
it's horrible
Awesome.
that I was alone.
You said
in
horrible, I
this.
said awesome.
I mean, because right now, because there's a lot of people doing it. I mean, even my mutuals, not even K-pop mutuals, na
Yeah.
bigla nakita ko, oh, pucha, may podcast na tong kaibigan ko,
Nagpa-podcast.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
dude.
True, I actually also guested a few weeks ago sa
Right.
isa kong kaibigan. It was a different podcast.
Oh, okay.
Like a whole different, because it's a project. Passion project.
Oh, okay.
sorry,
Yeah.
Of his.
Mhm.
And like he invites people of like certain like people to talk about certain topics, which I talked about K-drama.
Oh,
Duh.
okay.
But like he invites people of different, like, to learn about different passions of other people,
Oh,
which
that's
is cool.
Yeah,
right?
that's cool. So,
So
it's more of like what your
awesome.
passion is, like in
for
life.
him, yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool. So I thought it was the Kimbop show. I listened to an episode. It was super funny too.
Yeah, I haven't. That the Kimbap show is different. So the other one, it's the low budget podcast is what he calls it, low budget podcast, and he lives up to his name.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you just started the podcast thing. Have you bought anything while we're in the podcast topic? Have you bought anything for the podcast? Because you sound
I
your
don't know
mic
if-
sounds good. What mic are you using?
Fun fact. Wait. So okay. So oh my god, I'm actually telling. I'm putting
I
this
bought
out.
a Rode Procaster.
No, I'm gonna be super honest with you right now. I
Sure.
am using my Apple earphones.
No way.
Right now.
That's bullshit.
I
no.
am not joking. I'm not joking. I'm serious. But but I have like because my mom has online classes, so
Cool.
she's a teacher.
Right.
She bought this like condenser mic.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work for me because I think it was a cheap condenser mic. So it was like it had when I tried it with Chelsea and Ashley, it had like background noises. I couldn't understand.
Ah, okay.
And when I tried, so I have the mic arm thing.
Right. The
And
boom
then
arm.
I
Yeah,
have-
yeah.
Yeah, there. See, I don't even know what it's called. And then the filter. Is this a
Yeah, the pop
condenser?
filter. Yeah, the pop
Yes.
filter.
And then I just put my Apple earphones in it every time I record, and then it sounds better than the condenser mic.
That's
so we just
nuts.
yeah. And then Ashley, she just puts her Apple earphones in between cotton, like
Mhm.
literal cotton. Every time.
May
every
bula.
time
Girl, may
we
bula ka ba,
record.
girl?
Yeah, and then when I listen to your episode, I'm like, guys, their audio's really nice. They have real equipment. And then Chelsea was like, I don't know, Ashley was like, wala yan sa cotton ko.
Wala yan sa cotton ko. I love
Yeah.
it. Oh,
But yeah,
man.
right now it's all just makeshift for us because like we just started out or just like establishing. We don't know if this is gonna be like a long-term thing. We haven't invested. Chelsea has invested in like
Right.
equipment because she also does youth org stuff.
Oh, okay.
Or like so her family uses it, so it's a good investment for her. But for like me and Ashley, since we just do this, it's just for the podcast. We like don't know yet if we're gonna like buy like the big stuff. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of big stuff na hindi mahal.
Na
So,
mahal.
na hindi mahal.
Lazada.
Lazada and Shopee. No. I mean the branded
Kidding.
ones. I got throughout the years I've used only one condenser mic, and then recently, pandemic blues. I
Yeah.
bought a new mic. So,
okay.
Because you need the mixer, of course. The mixer, phantom power.
yeah.
I don't want to bore people out on the process of doing a podcast, but there are a lot of cheap alternatives for it that can really do justice to the job.
Okay,
So-
you're gonna have to. You should link them to me after
Oh
this
yeah,
recording.
absolutely. You guys, you and me, and Chelsea and Ashley.
Yeah,
Like we can
yeah.
have like this group chat. Okay, guys, here's what you
Yeah.
buy.
Here's a veteran in making podcasts. Right? Let's listen to him.
Di naman. But
Anong di naman 7 years?
well, 4 years technically. Well, almost
Okay,
5.
okay. Gotcha.
Freaking blah.
Nah.
Podcasting. Blah. No, I'm kidding. I would have loved to get Ashley and Chelsea. But you guys, like, we can just look at you, me and you. We ramble on, and if it's like
Oh
the
my god.
four of
yeah,
us,
I'm so sorry.
oh my god, ang tagal
I am
nitong
so
episode na to. It's like 4 hours ain't enough for this
Yeah,
kind of episode.
I should have warned you beforehand because I'm very talkative. Or
No.
like if you've listened to our
Yeah, I
episodes,
did. Yeah.
I'm like the very noisy one.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally fine. Like, this is,
Yeah.
you're actually the first guest that actually cuts me off. And I love
oh my
it.
god, I'm so
I
sorry.
love it. Because everyone is like, waiting for the question and blah, blah, blah. And then,
Ah.
okay, so what do you think? Tapos na yung mga 2-3
Okay.
second pause. And
Oh
then,
my god. I'm embarrassed. I'm so sorry.
No.
'Cause maybe this is because like we're both hosts.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. This is what I love. This is why you need to
Yeah.
get hosts to host with you, But,
Yeah.
my co-host, she really does a good job anyway. So that's totally
of course,
fine.
Of course.
So, all right. So, spill the soju.
Mhm.
Here's the topic. What are the things
Yeah.
you try to avoid? talking about.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, because like the Kingdom podcast, we're basically very controversial. Even back then,
Right,
like in
yeah.
different with a different name, dami naming nakaaway dati. Mainly me.
Oh, really?
So-
Really?
Oh man, like
Oh my gosh.
I don't even want to drop names kasi feeling ko
No,
baka friend
that's
mo
fine.
sila.
Oh my
Natatakot
God.
ako.
No, actually, I really don't have like a lot of. Even though I'm very like old. Wow, as you said, we're fossils already.
Right, we
At
are.
this point,
Fuck.
I don't really know a lot of people like outside my friend group.
Sure.
Even on Twitter, like I've been on Twitter, like Stan Twitter for so long. I only met my friends because of like one friend, and then I had like mutual friends and all that.
Right.
So I probably don't know them. Like yeah. But yeah, so for the things that we like try to avoid. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we just started. So we don't
Right.
we don't have a lot of episodes yet. But I guess like more on the too technical, too political stuff.
Yeah. We avoid that
don't
too.
really so we don't really like touch up on that.
Yeah.
And actually controversial stuff. We haven't really like touched up on them, but we did have two episodes already like talking about very heavy stuff. I don't
Oh,
know
which
if you've
episodes are
listened to it.
these? I want to
It's
listen.
episodes 6 and 7. So the titles, it's a whole episode, but like divided in two because
yep.
the topics are like so
Oh shit, yeah, the no
Madame.
offense episode. Yeah.
yeah, the no offense episode. But for us, because like the three of us are very like outgoing.
Sure.
The hosts of Spill the Soju, we try to like make the episodes more like light and fun and relatable, as you can see, like with me guesting right now.
Yep.
Puro tawa. Yeah, but as much as possible, like we try to like promote an open discussion about
Sure.
like stuff, like without like trying to put people down or like any fandom down, dragging any fandom down, because we try to avoid stepping on others. I don't
Sure.
know, because I don't know. We as I don't know. I really don't know. But like we also like try to avoid like fandom issues, I guess, like specific problems in certain fandoms. Because we try to like generalize it as a K-pop, like a whole K-pop community when we like talk about things.
Right.
And then fangirl behavior sometimes, and then since we haven't established like a whole image. What image?
But you got
like
a
on the
following
podcast?
already. You got like 1,300. You got more followers than me. Fucking A.
No, that's because of giveaways.
Oh, shit,
asked a while
okay.
ago if you asked a while ago if we like spent money on the podcast.
Right.
Oh, giveaways.
Oh, you
Albums.
just giveaways. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we try to like get because how like audience, we try to get people to see that we post stuff so that they
Right.
get interested into like listening
Sure.
to the episodes themselves.
And
Yeah.
before I saw you guys, podcasting, K-pop podcasting, K-pop radio, it was kind of like dying, to be honest. Like before you guys, got into the picture, I think you guys are the breath of fresh air. Kasi it was
May nakakilig ka na. Grabe
hindi
naman.
totoo. Hindi, that's true because
Bolero.
back then, because of the amount of like a lot of people do the K-pop radio thing, but the amount of people listening to it now is unprecedented compared to back then.
I feel like it's the quarantine. I really
Yeah,
feel
it
like
is,
it's
it
the
is.
quarantine.
And that's why we need
You know?
you guys need to promise
Yeah.
me that you need to keep on doing this, please.
Yeah.
I beg of you. We gotta
We
keep
got
on.
you.
We gotta keep
You
on
also
going.
have to.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
Of course.
So I mean, you guys gotta keep on doing it. Like we're just a dying breed. We never lived actually. You know, but
Yeah.
I just feel really glad na
Mhm.
the likes of
Aw.
Spill the Soju. There's also
Yeah.
another podcast. I think they're based in the US. Their name is Soju Talk.
Oh, we know them. Well, we don't know them.
Oh, you
But
you listen to
we've
them.
heard of them.
Yeah.
We've heard of them.
So-
when we were trying to also like establish our podcast, like, hey, let's look at other K-pop podcasts.
Yeah.
Right?
They're
I think I actually came across you guys' podcast. I just was like researching, haven't listened to it, but
Yeah.
I ran across it. Yeah.
I mean, the Soju Talk is a good podcast as well. Spill the Soju, of course, you guys should listen. I'm pretty sure that you guys listen already. The Kimbop Show, I heard an episode and they're super funny as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta check
My
those
friend
out.
too.
We're already 3 here in the Philippines. I love it.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome. I swear. Actually, with the Kimbop show, because one of their hosts is actually one of my closest friends too.
Right.
And we were actually thinking of she talked to me about
Sure.
wanting to start a podcast,
Mhm.
but Chelsea was, she came first. She
Yep.
approached me first.
Yep.
And I had to apologize to Ate Z, one of the hosts
Right.
of Kimbap Show, because Ate Z, I know we talked about starting a podcast, but me and Chelsea, she's like, no, it's fine. I have,
Yeah.
it's okay. You're fine.
Yeah.
We can totally be we can support each other. I'm like, yeah,
Exactly.
let's do that.
And Mitchie is super
Mhm.
cool as well. So,
Yeah. Mhm.
should be fine. I mean, you guys, to be honest, when you were telling me earlier, we avoid, the controversial topics and
Yeah.
whatnot, I was thinking,
Mhm.
tomorrow I'm going to have an episode with 2 AOA fans to talk about the Mina thing. So, sabi ko,
damn, bro.
putang ina naman. Parang, what am I doing? It's like, why am I doing this? I mean,
it's actually really, I actually kudos to you, because I don't know, it's maybe because, I don't know, is it because we're girls?
no,
Because,
not at all.
we can't, I don't know if we're not brave enough yet to talk
Right,
about those
right,
things.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I was looking through your podcast, and then I listened to the 6th episode, because I saw that it was talking about the maturity.
Right,
K-pop
exactly.
fans?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
with
off-air
Solar and
episode. Yeah.
everything. Yeah, I listened to that. I'm like, I actually agree with a lot of the things that you guys talked about. I just feel like with our own podcast, I guess with how our formula, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not yet it's not
Touching
suitable.
into that.
Suitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're not yet touching into those things. Yeah.
This may be the start. If you guys want to guest me on the pod, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
You
touch
know
on
what?
that.
Yeah. I told you already. We're gonna
Right.
we're gonna have you sometime
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
future.
yeah.
We just don't know yet when.
That's totally fine. I can wait. I'm a DM away. I love guesting on other podcasts because, I get to talk about basically the podcasting, and I think because
exactly.
we're podcasters, we're in our own right broadcasters, right? So
right,
I
yeah.
approach K-pop in a different way because
yeah.
I need to report on K-pop, right? I can't be biased. My bias group right now is Mamamoo,
Exactly.
but
I love Mamamoo.
oh my god, they're so good.
I love.
See?
I don't know if you've listened to that. I don't know if you've listened to one. I don't know, but we did talk about Mamamoo. We talked about how Huasa,
Right.
her. Oh my god, queen! I swear,
Queen, right?
queen.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
always
just queen behavior.
I always say that Mamamoo, live is still the best K-pop group right now. Mamamoo live, that's for me. And even though I talk a lot of praise on Mamamoo, this is why I was saying earlier that I approach K-pop differently, is because not all of the Mamamoo songs I like. And I really tell everyone
that's
that
fine.
straight up, right?
That's fine.
And a lot of people don't really have that courage. They interpret that as hate.
It's not. It's
2020.
really not. No,
Oh my god.
honestly, it's not. We also talked about this in one of the episodes. I
Right.
think also the No Offense
Yeah.
episodes. It's not wrong to not. If you have a bias group and you don't like one of their songs or
Right.
two of them or a whole album,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't make you a bad fan.
Right, exactly. It's like it's
Right.
not like you're expressing hate towards the group.
Exactly.
It's just the song.
Exactly.
You can do better.
And that's why it's K-pop, because it caters to the genres of the
Exactly.
songs cater to what you like.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh my god. All right. What a show so far. I mean, we're going to go on our last commercial break, and then when we come back, we have the 2 last topics for the night. This is going to be so good. Someone who started 2009. I love it. Oh my god. We're going to talk about, the K-pop industry in general now compared to then. I believe that you guys talked about this in,
We did, we
K-pop in 360. I love
Yes.
those 2 episodes, by the way. Just saying. I loved
We had to
it.
start with them. We knew we had to start with them.
Yan, napaghahalatan tayo ng edad. Bad trip. You know?
Honestly.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
guys, giveaway pag na-figure nyo kung ilang taon na kami. Char!
Yeah, exactly, right? Guys, I'm pushing 30, but not quite yet. You know, fucking A. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away, you guys.
Hey everyone, this is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuki.
Hello, Radish Farm. Welcome to Mama Moo Central, where myself and a possible Moo Moo star guest talk everything Mama Moo. Want the tea? We got you. Want a song review? No problem. Want to just freak about your best girl? Go nuts. Be sure to follow my Twitter at WhatARadRadish to get the latest and greatest from yours truly, while also updates about when I upload. Well, let's get on to today's topic. See you around!
Hey, podcasters. Podcasting has become a staple when it comes to new things to try, especially here in the Philippines. Check all of them out on your podcast players like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We also hope you can donate to the show for as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account. You can go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. We want to get as much content out there as possible, and a small amount like this would definitely help us out to keep the show going. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Hey, this is Jacques, aka Arcady Blog, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuki.
Welcome back to the podcast. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, Anchor.fm, all in one name, at the Kingdom Pod PH. We lahat na, like isang pangalan na. Back then kasi we had like the in one name and then an underscore in another, and it was horrible. So, you know, the Kingdom Podcast ain't available, so we settled with the Kingdom Pod PH. All in one name.
Okay,
Check it
gotcha.
out. We still have Katie here. You can follow her on Twitter at JohnQuan. Whoa!
Wow!
Okay,
Nice.
what's the genesis of that?
John Quan. So,
It's
It's my
very
device.
witty, by the way.
thank you. I've had it for years because I don't know how to think about other handles. Anyways,
Right.
it's my biases from 17. So it's John Wan Woo and Kwon Sun Young. So
Right.
it's John Kwon and Whoa. Because it actually started with just John Wan Woo because
Yep.
it's John Wan Woo, right?
Yep.
So John Wan Whoa, but then I have two biases now, so I just added the K.
The Kwan,
so
yeah.
John Kwan Whoa, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
And I tell my friends, you have to pronounce it that way.
Right.
You have to read it that
it
way.
has to be whoa. Yeah.
And Yuki got it.
Yeah,
Yuki got it.
exactly. Yeah. Props to me. You know what? Before we start off the next topic, I used to not follow 17, but I know them, of course. Like, who doesn't know
Yeah.
17, right? I thought they were like, are they 17 members?
I know everyone thinks that. Don't worry, we
Kasi
get that a lot.
if that were the case, it was like, shit,
Dami.
man. Oh my god.
Well, they
Imagine
were
albums. Imagine albums with the
know,
photo
gosh.
cards.
No.
Oh man.
Oh my God, 13 pa nga lang. Hindi na ako magkanda-ugagay.
Okay, shortly. All right. We normally have this segment here in the Kingdom Podcast. It's called Merch Madness.
Ooh, oh God.
Oh god, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I caught you by surprise. This is not part of it.
Yes.
And
oh
I don't
God,
I don't
yeah.
know if you're comfortable with this. You can tell me if you're not. I'll edit this out. Don't worry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm an open book.
How much have you spent
Oh my
in
God.
total for
Oh
K-pop
my God. Holy
throughout the
shit.
years?
I don't.
No,
Oh my
ballpark
God.
amount, not to the centavo, just a ballpark amount.
Napamura ko.
Putang ina, magkano na ba? Para maiyak ako
Wait
ulit.
lang. Okay, wait, hold on. Kasi, Yuki, alam mo naman, we started 2009.
All right.
So, di ko na makompute, sis. Ay, bro.
Seryoso
Parang
ba?
di ko na makompute. Pero joke lang. I guess kasi, shit, I don't, fuck.
50,000? 100,000?
Ngayong taon pa lang, I am, hindi.
Down payment
Pwede
ba
this
ng
year
ano
lang.
yan, ng Navara yan?
Gag! This year,
Okay, this year, fine.
Kasi medyo
And then we'll let me
medyo-
get my calculator, and then I'm just gonna assume that that's your average every year.
Okay, okay. Shit.
So that's 11
okay.
times.
Char, kinakabahan ako. Okay, please don't judge me kung may mga kaibigan ako na nakikinig. Kasi
Let's judge her,
alam mo,
guys.
feeling, feeling ko my friends, like, not all my friends know. Pero, sige, I'll say siguro nasa
1,000 this year.
this year. No, siguro, mga ganon, sige, ganon na lang.
That
Because,
doesn't, like,
you know why?
That doesn't make any difference.
Okay, I'm gonna say why. Kasi
Okay.
nakakaano kung bakit sobrang laki. Or this
Okay.
putang
Ang
ina
sarap
ko
maging
talaga,
friends with KD, guys.
Gag, naano tuloy ako, Diyos ko. Parang nagka-question na naman ako ng life choices ko.
Okay, why?
It's because
Why?
of, okay, kasi, online fan signs became a thing.
Right.
Do you know how it works with online fan, or like, fan signs in general?
I have no
Like
idea.
you have to okay, so for fan signs in general, even like the live ones,
Right.
you have to buy as much albums as you can to be able to like get into a fan sign.
Right.
So the bulk of my purchases this year has been 4 albums.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. 17.
But yes. Mhm.
Mm-mm.
That's why when I told you that they're exhausting my money, I wasn't lying.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Yeah. But it's fine because like it's an experience.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just gotta say, right? In
Mhm.
like, on average.
I can hear him judging me right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. On average, it's When did
I
the
don't-
spree
okay.
start? What year? When did
Okay.
the spree start?
Okay, 2020. I'm not joking. I my friends know this. I don't collect merchandise.
Right,
at
right,
all.
right.
I didn't collect merchandise. Like when I started K-pop, we were young at 2009. I didn't have money. I was still in high school.
Sure.
I
Exactly.
didn't collect anything. Like I only have like I would buy an album, like a ring ding dong album, like
Right.
isa lang. Yun lang, masaya na ako. And then of course nag-graduate, nagkaroon ng trabaho, nakapag-concert. Ayun na. So I think the sprees probably started like concerts nung after I graduated.
Right.
Because I started working. And then
Mhm.
but for merchandise, this year ang lala talaga. I'm not joking, Yuki.
That's not grand.
Yeah, that's why Play Dead. I'm gonna play Dead. Bye
Right.
guys.
Girl, down payment ng kotse yan.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. So
Oh my
sorry.
God,
Cut mo na
that's-
lang censor mo na lang yung amount.
Oh, do you want me to?
Sige.
Okay,
Sige,
fine.
like
all right.
the amount.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Just the amount.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
All right. That's
But-
nuts.
Yeah. So
Oh my
yeah.
God, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Mm-hmm,
All right.
Yeah.
Now that
I'm
that's
so
out of the
sorry.
way, I know that you started with Shiny.
Yes.
And of course, we're not going to talk about the obvious, on what happened, the tragedy.
Mhm.
Cry every day.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
But you started with Ring Ding Dong. So,
I did.
2009, the year I started with SNSD as well, like
Mhm.
G.
Ooh, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Mhm.
So, SM groups.
uh-huh.
I want to ask you, because I feel like we've seen the worst of the worst already, right? Or so we know.
Or so we know.
Yeah. So, has the current regime of K-pop fans like gone too far on
Gotcha.
how they express love
Right,
towards
right.
their groups? Because back then, the
Mhm.
the worst I saw was the Blackjacks versus So-Ons. The boy group
Oh
boy
my
group things
God.
weren't really boy group or fandoms weren't really big on the
No.
fandom, but now
No,
it's
I swear.
horrible. I mean,
It is.
what do you think?
Mm.
Like, how have they gone too far?
Okay, so we keep mentioning that we've been here for a while.
Right, because we have. I mean,
We have. Yeah, so I think you would agree because all I really can think about is how different the generation of fans are
right.
now
Yeah.
nowadays
Mhm.
in terms of standing. like back then.
It was
I
called
think,
spazzing back then.
exactly, we were spazzing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it was called T-list.
Oh
or
my God,
Twitter
yeah,
before,
T-list.
not mutuals.
Right, exactly.
Right?
We're old.
Yeah, and then right, and it was like jailed account, not private accounts.
Right. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Right? Those are the thing. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like the generation of fans, like let's say we were millennials.
Right.
We are
We are, yeah,
millennials,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then there's like Gen Z K-pop fans.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? But like when it comes to like loving, I guess you know how before, I think the best example I can give is like, you know how before we didn't mind interactions between
Right.
boy groups and girl groups.
Exactly.
We didn't mind. We actually thrived on them.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know how like
You-
Super
you
Junior,
ship them, right.
SNSD. Right, exactly.
Mhm.
But nowadays when when a boy group idol is seen with like a girl group idol, a lot of people like suddenly, hey, are they dating? And then fan sites are gonna start closing down,
Yeah.
all those stuff. And I'm like, I don't understand why.
Exactly.
Right?
You know,
I don't know.
that's what you were saying. Now kasi alam ko you're a big Shawol and whatnot. So
Yeah.
you remember the duet with Jessica and Anya,
Mhm.
the 1 year later duet.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
went crazy for that, like in a good way.
Exactly, in a good way. Yeah.
You know, I think the
Mhm.
latest I can go to was with I think Jonghyun and Taeyeon with Breath.
Yeah.
And,
yes.
You know,
Beautiful,
what a
beautiful.
masterpiece of a song, right? And then right now, makikita mo sa
Mhm.
variety shows or sa mga award shows,
It's
magbabaw
diba?
lang. Get out! No! Ayoko yan! Ganto,
Yeah,
ganyan,
or
ganyan.
like oh my god, I have to mention this. You know the beef between Jonghyun, Twice, and Jimin.
Oh, yeah.
BTS.
Oh, man.
That's actually a funny one though. Like a lot of people are like, it's like it become a thing now. But like they only like meet each other during
Award shows.
year-end shows,
Right.
probably. Yeah, but like a lot of people are already, I don't know. It's weird for me
Yeah.
as someone who thrives on those interactions, like with my second gen
Right.
groups.
Yeah.
Even now, like you know how some of them are in the military, and then
Mhm.
like how Taeyeon visited Key in
Right.
the military, and they would like post on their SNS accounts, and
Yep.
everyone's like, oh my gosh, you guys are together again, you're friends. But like if that happens to like the new generation of groups, oh my god.
Man.
Oh my god.
Can you
Right?
Can you guys imagine? That's what I said this on like a previous podcast episode.
Mhm.
If your respective idols start dating,
Mhm.
eh di gantihan mo, date as well. You don't have to fucking bombard them with dapat sa akin ka
True.
lang. Blah, blah, blah. You know?
Oh my gosh, you know how what happened like with Chen, right?
Right. Oh my
With
god.
John
Yeah,
Davis,
with Chen,
EXO.
guys.
Right?
Wala ba siyang karapatan magkaanak? I mean, to be honest, and I don't know if you're gonna
Diba?
take this the wrong way, Katie, but these idols are having sex, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. All of them. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah.
So, hindi natin we don't have we're fans. We don't have any right to
Exactly.
dictate to them how they're gonna live their lives, because like if I do that to you
Point.
as a fan, di ba mababad trip ka sa akin? I mean,
Right.
hindi, KD,
We're-
wag yan yung jowain mo. Ang jowain mo yung ganto. I mean, you
Right.
can't. You're not.
They're humans too. They're
Exactly.
humans
And don't they, like, they have the right to whatever they want to do. They want to get a tattoo. They want to smoke, fucking A. They can do whatever the shit they want. So,
yeah, I think you guys talked about this also. I think it was one
Yes.
of your co-hosts that
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that it's just that because Korea and also the Philippines are very conservative countries.
yes, very, yeah.
Yes. So like
And I
with
said
Korea,
bullshit on
you know
that.
yeah, like I don't know, but I don't know because like with Korea, I guess I don't want to put too much like political stuff on it, or,
Right,
like, cultural
of
stuff
course.
on it, but like
Yeah.
with LGBT, they're not really into that.
Yeah.
And like,
Mhm.
all that stuff. So I don't know. And even with like dating, but Dispatch always just releases.
Yeah, well, Dispatch is
like,
kind of like the
we're
Bible.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ang dami na nilang nirelease na.
Mhm.
I mean, guys,
Totoo.
right? I mean, but
Mhm.
long story short, when it comes to this topic, because we're longtime fans,
Mhm.
to be honest, in my personal view, I pity the people that,
Mhm.
go through shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
But doesn't change the fact that I'm angry. Kasi, man,
Yeah.
guys.
You know how also with Edon and Hyuna,
Right.
the backlash with their
Companies.
when they released the news that they were dating, that was crazy.
I mean, you guys need to understand one thing. They're beautiful people.
Mhm.
If you like
Yeah.
them and you're like thousands of miles away, paano ba yung mga taong like few kilometers away lang
Exactly.
sa kanila, di ba? I mean,
Totoo.
they're gonna bound to like each other, and
Mhm.
and with Chen, someone that's non-showbiz,
Yeah.
I mean, he has
Yeah.
every right to
That
be
is so
happy,
cute though. That is so cute.
right? Man,
Mhm.
if he's a father,
Yeah.
so what? Why do you look down on
Mhm.
that? We should be
True,
happy
true,
na
true.
he's not,
Happy for
infertile. Gusto naman natin ng Chen Jr., di ba? I mean,
totoo.
that's
Yeah.
horrible. I mean, you guys,
Right?
hindi rin nila kasalanan na ang pangit nyo at wala kayong makuhang date. So, kung gusto nyo silang gantihan, kung bad trip kayo, then date.
Totoo. You know what I love about okay, since we're in the top
Right.
this topic anyways, you know how like shawls, I'm a shawl,
Yeah.
and we said a while ago that some people, like some fans, are like already married, some fans already
Yeah.
have kids, and you
Right.
know how like shawls, I love it when I see like shawls that take videos of their babies and like dancing to like shiny
Right,
songs,
right.
or like a shawl would like attend a fan sign and tell them that I'm engaged, and
Right.
Shiny would be so happy for them. That is like the best thing, like the most precious thing a fan and an idol's relationship can be, for me.
It shows you, the
You're right.
difference when it comes to the maturity of, the millennials and the Gen Z. I mean, these are 12, 13, 14-year-olds that don't know shit, right? Like nowadays. And I'm not expressing hate towards everyone.
Of course not.
It's just like for a select few of you guys, because you guys are batshit crazy. You dude.
It's like 1D fans. I'm
Oh
so sorry.
man. Oh, I don't even like 1D. I like some of their songs, but I don't really follow them anyway.
I was
So,
never 1D.
oh man.
One Direction.
Yeah, some of their songs are cool.
Yeah.
But, well, not some,
Directional,
just
whatever.
around 2 of them. So, I don't really follow, I don't know. So, Liam.
Yeah, I'm a K-pop fan.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Liam
I'm a
for
K-pop
me is
fan.
Liam Neeson, Taken. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anywho's, that's for that topic. We have our last topic right now.
Mhm.
Now, we've been here a while, and that's kind of like the recurring theme for the whole episode.
This
because-
episode.
Yeah, we're kind of
Mhm.
old. I think we're around the same age, because when you said that 2009 you were in high school, I was in high school as well. So,
Yeah.
probably around the same age. I want to ask you,
Mhm.
we've been here for 11 years,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
we've
gosh,
seen
wow.
everything, like all of the debuting groups, how they
Mhm,
change K-pop's
Yeah.
landscape and everything.
Yes.
With the current, groups right now,
Mhm.
who do you think will carry the banner of K-pop
Yeah. Yeah.
moving forward?
Yeah. So, disclaimer. I want to do a disclaimer before I
right.
start like talking about this
Sure.
topic. As you said, we are old.
We are.
And with that, before I was a multi-stan, like
Sure.
second gen groups, I love all of them. Like I stan all
Yes.
of them. I
Mhm.
know all their dance. Like every random K-pop dance. Oh my gosh, hit me up. I know the dance.
Yep.
But just nothing bad with the new groups, of course. It's
Yeah.
just like a personal thing. I just am more focused on 17 and Shiny
Right.
nowadays
hmm
than like before, because merchandise nowadays I just can't handle like more merchandise.
Yeah, that's correct. And,
So like for
yep, you were saying?
yeah, so for like for this generation, I had to this is me speaking in behalf of Spill the Soju.
Yeah.
So I had to ask help from my two co-hosts because Ashley and Chelsea are actually big fans of the newer generation groups.
Hell yeah.
And I mean this in a very good way because I appreciate their music. I just don't know a lot about them. I don't think I'm
Sure.
a credible source, if you
Sure.
know what I mean.
That's fine.
Yeah. So for Ashley, she said that the torch right now is still with the third gen because like the fourth gen is still growing basically.
Alright.
So they only have like 1 or 3 years under their belt, so it's
Right.
there's not much to say yet.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was a group that she would choose, it's actually TXT and ITZY.
Oh, okay.
Like TXT and ITZY for
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
And I agree with ITZY. I agree with her for ITZY.
Yep.
Because if there was actually a group from the fourth generation or like the newest generations that I would stand, it's actually ITZY.
Yep.
Because I really, really love them. Like they are awesome, even like from their
Right.
debut.
That's right.
And like how they talk. I mean, their songs are like always just talking about self love and just like self.
Yep. That's
Like
right.
I got this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then for Chelsea, she said Stray Kids for her. Stray Kids
Oh, SM
for
group.
her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I quote her.
Mhm.
Those boys are monsters in the best way. She said, I'm not even standing them hard yet, but I just know that they are going to make it big. End quote for her.
Wow.
For like Stray Kids. Yeah. And I think they watched Road to Kingdom.
Right.
You know, have
Mhm.
you watched that already?
I've heard of it because one of my guests,
Mm-hmm.
she's a Two Moon, so she's a fan of One
okay,
Us.
okay. Okay, gotcha.
So yeah,
gotcha.
One Us was
And
there.
they were
Yeah. Mhm.
okay, yeah. I haven't watched it. But Chelsea and Ashley watched it already and
Yeah.
damn, those they are all really good. They all have potential, you know.
Cool.
I think also with like a lot of groups nowadays because they release so many groups, there's the promotions
Mm-hmm.
kind of, you know, the divide with the promotions, they don't really like get a lot of
Mhm.
you know exposure, which
Yep.
is sad because like they're wasting some potential for talents. I'm sad, but yeah.
But
But
out
yeah,
of
that's
Mm-hmm. everyone that you said, or out of everyone that you
Mhm.
hear, so I
Mhm.
know that ITZY you would agree with ITZY. Do you have another group in mind that may hold the torch?
for like the newest ones, right?
Yeah, just the fourth
the
gens
young
and
the
whatnot,
young
yeah.
ones.
Yep, the young ones.
Who else? Like for because me personally, I don't really know
Right.
like a lot.
That's fine.
Like I don't know them yet.
Mhm.
But I've been hearing really promising things about the boys.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
promising.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I just this is just like from Stan Twitter. Like I see a lot of my
Right.
I see a lot of my mutuals.
Yep.
And also the new group from YG, Treasure. I don't like they're very, very new, right? Treasure.
Right.
So I can't really say yet.
Mhm.
Like if we're talking about them right now in this episode, maybe in a few weeks or a few months
Yeah.
we'll see more progress from them. But yeah, I mean, I think most of them are really good. But for me, it's Z and the boys. I think have really good potential in carrying the torch.
Yeah, you know what?
and-
I think we're having like Treasure PH to guest like next week. I don't know.
Oh wow, yeah, nice.
To be honest, like I don't know what to talk about. They have like there's way so
Yeah.
like not that much,
Not much
content
yet.
on that, right?
Mhm,
But
true.
it's the
Mhm.
first time that I'm guesting someone that's really new. Have they debuted? I don't think so, right?
Yeah, they have.
They have? Okay,
they
cool.
have.
So see,
Yeah,
I don't
just
even
like
know. Fuck.
I think 2 weeks ago no, you're fine.
Right?
You know, we're old. It's fine.
Right.
We're allowed. We're allowed not to know.
Exactly. Oh my,
Yeah,
2 weeks
but-
ago? Fuck.
But yeah, but I'm not sure if 2 weeks ago. But yeah, Chelsea and Ashley are becoming Treasure fans. I don't even know what they're called yet.
Yeah,
the
right?
fans for Treasure.
I don't think there's.
But
yeah.
they're trying to hook me in, but I'm like I'm really sorry. I I can't right now. But they understand. It's fine. They're fine. But yeah, but I think with the groups that are like making it big.
Right.
I have to, if it's okay to mention, like
Sure.
the third gen also, like Mamamoo and 17. Of course I'm like Mamamoo, because if I had a bias group for girl groups, because I'm not really a girl group stan, but if
Yeah.
I had if I had a bias group, yeah, it's Mamamoo. Because I know that I'm not trying to like suck up,
Yep, yep, right.
Hindi ako sip-sip sa'yo. pero like for Mamamoo kasi, I really love how they are so, they don't care. They
Right.
don't care about their image.
Right.
They don't care if they're gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna release the songs that the songs that they want to do, and they're gonna dress up the way they want to do.
Right.
Queen Hwasa and Moonbyul. Oh my god, I have such a huge crush on Moonbyul. Oh my god, Lord.
LGBT
But yeah,
vibes, yo.
Yes, my gosh, Moonbyul. And then so for like Mamamoo, I really look up to how they just don't care about their image in the best way possible.
Yep. Can you
Yeah,
like
and-
you can
yeah.
you imagine, like they wrote a song about sleeping in the car and they made it look
Right?
and made it looks and sound so cool.
No, I
That's saying
love
something.
them so much. I love them so much, and also, of course, I cannot not mention my bias group 17, because 17 they produce their
Right.
own songs. They produce like most of their songs, if not all, are produced by them, written by them, composed by them. So
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. So one of their members is their producer, and Woozy is their producer.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's also accredited by the Korean blah 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 whatever the association. Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
like with BTS, that they write their own songs, all that stuff. 17 does that too, and I feel like with the groups that have potential, like for longevity,
Yep.
those that produce their own music, like Big Bang, that's proven and tested.
Yep.
SVT, BTS, Mamamoo, all those groups.
Right.
Even though they're not like the new ones right now,
Mhm.
they are still gonna be like, they have potential to like make it big. Because
Right.
they're not as big as BTS, they're not as big as Twice, Blackpink, all
Yep.
that yet, but they are really, they have
They're
the
on their
potential.
way. Yeah.
Also Red Velvet, by the way.
Oh shit, yeah, Red
Red
Velvet.
Velvet,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, there's no animosity towards SM nowadays,
Mhm.
but there's
Mhm.
they've really dwindled down when it comes to, the top 3. It's not really necessarily the group's fault, right?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Not at all. But back then when Red Velvet was, debuted, and then they added
Mhm.
Yeri, and it was like shit,
Mhm.
super big thing, right?
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
Red Velvet being their torchbearer now, in in
Mhm.
SM, because EXO's not happening anytime soon, and
Yeah, military.
right, military and whatnot, and Stray Kids, of course, NCT are
NCT.
there. Great groups, awesome groups,
Mhm.
very talented, but
Yeah.
Red Velvet's holding the torch right now.
Mhm.
And they just have like SM just really needs to promote them better.
Wrap it up.
And,
I
yeah.
know. We talked about this in one of our episodes. I think the Big 3 episode.
Right.
How, as we were ranking them, like best in dance, best in singing vocals,
Yep.
best in promotions, and the three of us were like, okay, there is definitely no number one for these three groups, because
Right.
none of them really promotes their
groups properly.
groups really well. Yeah, probably JYP is like the best out of the three.
For
But
promotion,
like
yeah.
sometimes, but like sometimes they only like focus on Twice. They don't promote GOT7. So what's
Yeah.
gonna happen now?
Right, exactly.
Right. So yeah. So
There's a
Yeah.
bias now. May bias na kasi ngayon when it comes to,
Mhm.
the groups. Of course, for JYP,
True.
Twice is giving them,
Twice.
the most money. So
yes,
we'll focus on
yes,
Twice.
yes.
Of course, ITZY,
Mhm.
they're grooming ITZY to become, the
Yeah.
next Twice and whatnot. And,
Mhm.
that girl crush theme really does
You're right.
fucking
Ryujin.
rock. Oh, you're
Yeah.
Ryujin bias as well? Oh, man.
Yes,
Love her.
because I swear, my Moonbyul crush is like Ryujin crush. Same thing. Same thing.
Go
No
gay.
difference. Yeah.
So,
It's just me like, fangirling.
right. It's a cool, I feel that compared to the third gen, the fourth gen is more promising. Of course, the third gen gave us BTS, right, and
Of
EXO,
course, yeah.
and they gone through those all of those lengths. But when it comes to the, like what you said, longevity, producing songs and whatnot,
Yeah.
the fourth gen compared to the third gen in its entirety is more promising for me. So if I may tell you,
yeah.
go check out Luna.
Oh,
I-
yeah.
I kid you not. They're the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You should-
no, they're they're
man.
They're what do you call this? Their concepts.
Their concepts,
Right?
like it's all like one story that you just need to check out. And I'm not a big Luna fan. I raved about Luna for like 2.5 hours today, and just checked everything out. And man, they're so good.
Probably, I think with me, because I'm not a very big. I'm not really big on girl groups.
Right.
That's probably why I don't know a lot about those
Right,
things.
right,
But
right.
I know that there are a lot of Luna stans. I think like the fan cam started with Luna fans.
Yeah.
Like
mean-
when you reply to
Right.
it started with them, like Stan Luna. I'm like,
Right.
oh, yeah.
They're everywhere. I mean, you gotta everyone check them out. So good. I man.
Yeah.
Whew. Well,
I mean, I've seen clips of them.
yeah. And there's a reason why there's like that hashtag Stan Luna thing happening. And there's a statement where they got the most views for KCON. Like when it comes to the excitement, when they tweeted out that we're having Luna, like compared to like the second rank, I
Yeah.
think the difference when it comes to the retweets and the likes were like 20,000.
Wow. Oh wow. That's
So
crazy.
yeah, it's
That's
nuts. I
insane.
mean, you guys gotta check them out. I'm not that big of a fan yet, but
Yet. Getting there.
man, dude, I would. Ooh, wow. You gotta check them
Yeah.
out. They're super cool. So I guess for me, just shortly, Torchbearer, probably Luna. Itzy
Okay,
would be
okay.
there, up there, like probably
Yeah,
the
as
top.
well.
Is Itzy. I'm not really
Did
big.
Luna and Itzy Luna debuted first, right? Or
Yeah, Luna. I think Luna debuted first. Yeah.
Itzy debuted last year. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, that's right. I think Luna debuted first because they're in their
Okay.
second and a half year now. But
Gotcha.
they did the solo things, and it's all one story. It's called the
Yeah.
Lunaverse, and
Oh.
man, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I think
sure.
I've seen some of them.
I'm pretty sure Chelsea and Ashley would agree with me on that. I mean,
Mhm,
man. So
Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
probably.
I'll check them out.
Yeah, please.
Ashley's big on the universe stuff because
Yeah.
the TXT they also have like a universe stuff going
okay.
on right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, like they also have like a concept going on, and Ashley's like she really likes making theories and stuff like that. I think
Right.
she's gonna enjoy Luna's too if she does get into it.
Yeah, I mean, man. So probably, just to answer the question, Itzy, Luna, and probably NCT
boys.
maybe,
I mean,
or the
for
boys.
NCT.
Yeah,
Right. Actually, why did I keep forgetting
yeah.
NCT?
NCT
I
would
keep
probably be there.
I keep thinking that NCT is like third gen.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, may ganyan din akong feeling. Like,
Yeah.
for me, second gen, I don't really care about the generations. You know
Yeah.
how they consider A-Pink a third gen, but they peaked when it comes to their songs and their releases. Kasabay pa
Yeah.
nila yung mga SNSD, Big Bang, and
Yeah,
whatnot. So,
I know Apex
I never considered them third gen.
Me too, actually. Yeah, me
Ugh,
too.
no.
Me either.
I would consider, the BTS, Red Velvet, Twice. Yan yung mga
Yeah,
third
those
gen.
are
Those
third
are
gen na yan, yeah.
sure third gen na yan. Pero the A-Pinks and the Girls' Day and the...
Oh my god, I miss Girls' Day.
oh, man, I miss them too, right? Oh my god.
Gosh, those were the days that I was still like multi-fan.
Right. See, guys,
Yeah.
you can be multi-fandom and not be
Yeah.
shitty on social media, you guys.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just have
It's
to love
fun.
Yeah, love
You
the
don't have
music.
to buy all their merch. Don't worry.
Exactly, right? Tangina, I wish I could have said that, to myself 10 years ago.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Anyway, that's the show.
Mhm.
Thank you very much, Kelsey. Fuck, Katie.
Who is Kelsey?
Yeah, I was thinking of
Famous
Chelsea
Kelsey.
and your name. Fuck. Anyway,
That's
okay,
fine. We have
where
a ship name now.
right, Kelsey, where can we find you? How can we find you?
Oh my gosh! So you're gonna add me to promote? I'm kidding. Okay. So yeah, same thing actually with Kingdom Podcast PH. Correct? Am I
Yeah,
correct?
right.
Also on Anchor, we are at Spill the Soju.
Yep.
On Twitter, we also have an Instagram account. It's gonna be at Spill the Soju Podcast.
Cool.
And we also release our episodes weekly, every Thursday at 6 p.m. So if you guys wanna head on there after this episode, also,
Yeah.
you listen to this episode first and listen to their podcast first before going to us. Okay?
Nah.
Yeah, and yeah, that's we're also available in all your favorite podcast streaming platforms.
You guys gotta check them out. They're super cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I mean that episode 1 and 2, guys. That for me, that's probably your best episode to date. 1 and 2. Not that any
Actually,
other
honestly,
episodes
me too.
were bad, but
no, it's my favorite too.
yeah,
it's my
those are
favorite.
really good. But I'm gonna listen to
Yeah.
the 6 and 7, the No Offense
Yes.
episodes. So,
Let me know.
yeah, I'm gonna let you know absolutely.
Mhm.
So yeah, check them out at Spill the Soju on Twitter
Yeah.
and on Instagram. It's at Spill the Soju Podcast.
Podcast.
You can follow Katie here on Twitter. It's at John Kwan.
Whoa!
So yeah,
Thank you so much for not butchering. I'm kidding.
Absolute-
Thank you so
yeah,
much
of
for,
course. Alrighty.
really had fun today. Yuki.
Oh man, I had fun too. Like sincerely, you have no idea how long I've waited for something like this to happen.
I'm so happy.
I am. I'm really happy as well. So you gotta, you know, maybe sometime soon, be back. You know, with all
Okay,
three of you
yeah.
guys. So
Same thing. I'm a DM away. We are a DM away.
yes, absolutely. Alrighty, that's the show. Thanks so much for listening.
you.
And yeah, everyone, again, we're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. You can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Anchor, all in one name at The Kingdom Pod PH. Thanks so much for listening on this episode, and we'll be back next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
The Kingdom Podcast is executively produced by The Voice DJ Yuki and co-engineered by senior producer Jason Aguayo. Special thanks to the Kingdom Podcast creative team. You can like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Anchor at The Kingdom Pod PH. All episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and any other platforms you use to listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening and see you next time.